Hi guys, this is Cindy over at paper.old.new. I am back for another edition of #mobilecrafts. This is an open collab for October being run by Sheree over at Turquoise Dreaming and Susan over at Susan Howell's Art. These ladies are always coming up with fun collabs for us to participate in. This week, it's called #mobilecrafts. It's supposed to be about, in case you're new to this, it's supposed to be about crafting that you can take with you if you leave your craft space. So if you go away for the weekend and you want to take something with you, or if you just leave your craft space within your house and go watch TV and you want to take something to do while you're watching TV. This week, the idea was taking apart books and doing stuff with them. So I'm just going to give you a quick look at some books that I just finished taking apart. And I'm just trimming the excess paper off the edge of these book boards. I'm going to use them for, I like this size. The size is great. So I'm going to use these to make covers of something. These pumpkins are really cute, I will admit, but it's pasted, plastered on there. So I just took these books apart. I took these little ones apart, some hardbacks. This hardback, as you can see, that one was kind of sewn in there. It was sewn and stapled. So I got those taken apart. Just set that out of the way. And here's the insides. So I have all these pages to cut out and work with now from those hardback books. I love these little images. I don't know if I'll fussy cut those out, but they're cute. So who knows? But anyway, so I got those. And then I had these paperbacks. They were just stapled together. So I just pulled the staples out. I haven't actually pulled them apart yet, but you can see I pulled the staples out. And my plan is just to take the pages out and start cutting out images that I like and making journaling tags and, whatever out of them. This actually might be neat to make a tag out of, like put this on the bottom and then decorate the top, or, whatever. I kind of like that idea because here's a pumpkin farm and here's an old covered bridge that looks rather spooky. So yeah, so all kinds of different ideas from those. The book I'm going to work with you in this video on is this big one. And the funny thing about it is, the funny thing about it is this book, I actually already took, I took it with me one weekend when I went away. I took this bag of Ziplocs, which you can see there's still plenty in there. And I took this book. And I was just tearing pages out of it. I hadn't actually separated it from its text block, but I did do that before I started this video. So I have separated it, and this is what we're going to work with today, is the pages that came out of this book. Okay, so as you can see, while I was away, I did some cutting. Some of them I fussy cut real close, so I have this little seal I got out of there. And then others of them I kind of cut around. I like him, little raccoon. He's really cute. Okay, and and of course, you get these big pages like this. Hold on, let me get a hold of one. And see, I've cut one out here. I think I cut something out on this side. I don't suppose it really matters. But yeah, so I've gotten a lot of images. There's a fox and some, there's another seal. And these pages are decently thick. So I can't just hold them up and look and see through. Sorry, I'm doing that off camera. I can't just hold it up and then look at it and see through it. So what a lot of times I'll do is I'll hold it up to a bright light, or my daughter has around here somewhere, which I'm going to start using when I wander off in front of the TV. She's got one of those tracing lights, where you put the paper down and then you put a piece of tracing paper on top and then you turn the light on and then you trace. Yeah, she's got one of those. And the only reason I say that is because then I can maybe line up some of the cuts and some of the things that I think I can't save. I might be able to save enough to say I can only get this much of him because something on the back I want. But that much of him I could put off to the edge of a tag. So I want to be able to look at both sides and see if there's any way to salvage, parts of multiple images from both sides because there's gorgeous. I loved this because they're illustrations. They're not photographs. And I think I said that when I hauled this book. So anyway, so I've got all these cutouts now that I can put on journaling. And when I use it, if I decide I don't want, I mean, I probably won't want the white borders. You know me and white borders. I'll probably fussy cut them more when I'm using them. But right now, I just wanted to get them out of the book so I could put them in something other than this book. Look, I even got a bee or a fly, or I think this was a fly. That's what happens when you cut them out and then throw away the little caption that tells you what it is. Oh, there goes my sinuses again, guys. I might have to pause you and go blow my nose. Okay. Anyway, so I'm not going to go through fussy. I mean, everybody fussy cuts. I feel like we all do that. We're pretty accomplished with that. But this is definitely something that I could take these pages. I could take this box of bags. I could go sit in front of the TV with a pair of scissors in this book and just cut stuff out. So that's definitely a mobile craft. So from this mobile craft, I'm going to take these pages and we're going to take some of this cardstock scrap that I found over here. Okay. And we're going to make, I've already looked at the backs and decided that this was like a chart page. So it was like, I don't even know why I'm bothering with this. It's not like you really need to know this. But this page was set up like this. Okay, and I cut the pieces. Because the back of it is basically a big, huge map. And it's just too big to use for anything. Not that I don't like Atlas, but this book was not bought for Atlas. It was bought for animals. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take all these rectangular images and we're going to make some faux stamps. So we're going to cut these. I will do some cutting on this video just because that shows the mobile craft part. I suppose any of this is the mobile craft part because once I get these cut out, I mean, the only other thing I would need up in the up by the TV would be glue. And my stamp scissors, which I'm hoping are down here somewhere. So yeah, I was looking for something quick and kind of easy to do with this one, but taking a book apart is definitely, mobile craft material. I would agree with that particular item on their list. And this is the second week. There are 3 Fridays in October, I think, that they're doing this. Because the first Friday they did the introduction where they just kind of explained it. So then there were 3 Fridays for you to post videos or have that they posted themes for. So this is Friday number 2. So I guess this... so is anybody else... what's everybody doing for the, is anybody else participating? I haven't, at the time of playing this video, at the time of recording this video, I have not been in to see anybody's things, but in the same token, I'm recording these ahead. So the first Friday of the collab hasn't happened yet. This has to do with our abysmal internet and the fact that I am recording videos ahead because I'm about to go visit my parents and they have awesome internet. So I'm going to do a bunch of uploading and scheduling. So I needed to get these filmed ahead. So right now it's actually a Friday evening. This would have been I think the Friday that she explained it. I want to say the video posted really early this morning. At like midnight. The midnight that transitioned from the 6th to the 7th. Anyway, I don't know why I'm getting into all that. I was just letting you know that at the time I'm filming this, I haven't gone and watched any videos because as far as I know, unless somebody is posting early, there aren't any up yet because the first ones don't go up till next Friday. Which I think the first ones are the 16th. Or was one supposed to go up tonight? Hold on a second. No, not the 16th. The 14th. I can add. I really can. And I know how many days are in a week. The 14th is supposed to be the first Friday, and that was Collage Masterboards. And I do have a video ready for that. It's going to be funny when you're watching this, because I'm talking about stuff that's happening in the future for me, and you're going to be watching this on time. But that's why I keep saying at the time of filming. I do a lot of filming ahead, guys, because I have to pre-plan like everything. My haul videos, I have enough haul videos probably to take me out to the end of the year if I only post them on Thursdays. I mean, I seriously. And that's only because I got into the habit of filming so far ahead, because our internet, I never know how long it's going to take to upload a video. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we took a few minutes to cut these out. I have 6 of them here. Let's find some complementary backgrounds. Oh, wait, before I do that. Uh-oh. Oh, don't tell me they're not here, because if they're not here, I don't know where they are. Hold on, guys. I gotta find my stamp scissors. Ha! Found them. I love these. They make that, it's not a scallop and it's not pinking. They make that, you know, the flat with the little rounded, you know, like a stamp. Okay. Anyway, so I've got several colors here. I mean, not that stamps are normally colored in their borders, but I thought it would be fun. And this one's really thick cardstock. I might not use that one. Let's see. These are thicker. I don't know what my options are. This one's kind of thin. I like the green. Maybe I'll put the horses on the green. We're going to give it some space so I can have room to trim. This is already down there. Ooh, this orange. This might be fun for the starfish. Maybe I should get something that he stands out against. I don't know. This is kind of hard choices, guys. I'm liking this green for a bunch of them. We can put the turtle in the lavender just because his shell is looking kind of... I'm going to put the fish on. Put these on this burgundy. There we go. I think we'll do that. Okay, so let's glue these down and cut them out and see what we get. And then hopefully that will be a pretty, depending on how much time there is, I may show you one other idea I had, just because I had already gotten this project started, and it is definitely something that I could do in front of the part that I'm at now is definitely something where I could say, oh, well, this is ready to go. I can go and do the next stage in front of the TV, or I can take these with me somewhere. I forgot, this is not the glue I want to use for this. This is great collage glue. This is not good for this other stuff that I'm doing. All right, Fabrifix, get down here. You're up to bat. Oh. Well, if I can get you the end of you cleaned off. All right, no clogs, we good? All right, let's try this again. Okay, so, anyway, there was this other project I was working on, that would also be kind of a fun in front of the TV. And it has to do with cutting. I feel like a lot of things that I do in front of the TV, because nothing we do is really anything that you can do without looking. I mean, we don't do a lot of... So if you're watching TV, it's a lot of background noise, because you can't spend too much time focused on the TV and not on what you're doing. So, because I feel like everything we do, we definitely have to be looking at it. Oops. Not that it really matters if they're on there crooked, because I'm going to cut them out anyway. And when I cut them out, they'll look right. And like I said, I know most stamps are like a picture and the border is white, but I thought it would be kind of fun to make some with colored borders and see how they turn out. I mean, it's not like they're actually going to be, I'm not actually going to try and mail anything with them, obviously. So, and they're for artistic purposes anyway. I do have plenty of white paper I could use for backgrounds. So if I don't like the way these turn out, I'll tell you what, man. Like I said, I'm filming all of these. I'm pretty much filming all of these on the same evening. So what you heard me say last week in the masterboard video about my sinuses and the season, yeah, that's what I'm battling right now while I'm trying to do this video, is my sinuses. I keep having to pause and go clear my head. Okay. So now we take it and go along like you would for any, just kind of judge a distance that you like. And like I said, I didn't really measure any. I mean, it's not like I measured to see how far away from the stamp, how far away from the center I was. So it's probably not exactly the same distance on all four sides, but there we go. Now all we have to do is add, you know, like the number. My problem is, like, I can add a number. I just don't have like I don't have a stamp that has a cent sign on it for the money, you know? So like if I wanted to say it's a 30 cent stamp, I can't put the cent sign because I don't have a cent stamp. I got to keep an eye out. And honestly, you know, we were talking about the border. Normally it's white, and I'm not really sure how these are going to look on these borders. Because the border is so small and it's not being overwhelmed by the whole piece of cardstock anymore, I don't mind it. So yeah, so he doesn't look so bad on there anymore because it's not a lot. It's just a little bit. There goes my nose again. Sorry, guys. It'd probably be better if I didn't draw attention to it, but I can't help it because it's driving me crazy. I will say this. I love the effects of these scissors, but using them is sometimes a bit of a... This isn't so bad because it's all short. But when you have to cut down something, yeah, that's a tough run. Almost done. And there we go. And one more. Okay, now, remember I was telling you about how I showed you guys this glue, I think. Oh, in the video, in the collage masterboard series that I'm trying to do, that the video that was supposed to be the first video that ended up being the second video, I showed you this glue, and it's a thin glue and it doesn't make any like texture under the surface of the thing, but it takes longer to dry than like art glitter glue or Fabri-Tac. So like this is still wet, not wet like sticky wet, like I can't feel the glue through the stamp or anything, but it's still like what damp cardboard feels like. And don't get me wrong, you couldn't like I couldn't slide it on there or anything or move it. But okay, so now I've got all these little scrappy things to play with. But here's our stamps. Well, and these came from those little pictures in that book that I took apart. So that's from one of the pages. And I'm not even done because like there's little pictures here. Sorry, just throw that up there. You know, there's a little kangaroo rat and a little tiger over there. And this page still has most of a lizard and a snake. And then we have a fish and a shark, a kiwi bird and a parrot, a butterfly and a spider, a giant salamander and a toad. So, you know, there's still more stuff to get just off of these pieces alone. And like I showed you, I have tons more animals to cut out. So, yeah. This taking a book apart thing is a lot of fun. And like I said, I feel like the cutting up of the pages in front of the TV is definitely take away a mobile craft. So if you guys liked this, please make sure you head on over to Sheree at Turquoise Dreaming or Susan Hiles Art and check out the other participants. I'm sure lots of people have come up with all kinds of cool stuff to do on the run, so to speak. And I will link their channels in my description box below so that you can head on over there and check everything out. And maybe give it a try yourself. I mean, these are a ton of fun. I love it when they put these out. I always look forward to it when the beginning of the next month comes to see what the new list is going to be. I didn't get to do them all last month for September. I did 2 of them, I think. So, and there were 4 actually in September. We had, because it was a 5-week month. So we had 5 Fridays. So they introduced it and then we had 4 Fridays to craft on. Anyway, but yeah, these were a lot of fun and I really like participating in them. So head on over there, check it out. Maybe think about doing a project yourself, and I will see you in the next video for Mobile Crafts. Bye-bye, guys.